Hey guys, just wanted to make this video to share some apps and products, if you will, that really helped me in my trip to Europe. I was lucky enough to go recently for 3 weeks. And before I left, I obviously, you do research and you want your trip to be as seamless as possible. And you're wondering what will work, what won't work. So I just wanted to I'm not sponsored by anything. I just wanted to share apps that really helped me, really help my experience. Like I said, number one is the eSIM app that I used. I was going for 3 weeks. I wanted unlimited data in Europe. I knew I was going to use my phone a lot. I was kind of the person in charge of the bus tickets, trains, flights, check-ins, Google Maps, Ubers, getting around the city, etc. So I knew I was going to use my phone a lot. And I wanted an unlimited plan. I wanted a good eSIM company, obviously. There's many out there. As you start researching, you're going to see there's many. I used an app called Saily. I'll put some images or video to show you. I thought it was incredible, exceptional service. I never lost service once. So for 22 days, for 3 weeks, I paid $60. And you get 5 gigs of 5G a day, which is more than enough, especially if you're using Wi-Fi in the hotels or, in a restaurant, you're constantly using Wi-Fi. And there's, like I said, there's different plans out there. If you're on a budget, if $60 is too much, for example, I just wanted to not think about it and I was able to get it. But there's different plans out there and different apps like Olafly and Airlo. But yes, for me, Saily was exceptional. I always had service. I went to Italy, France, and Spain, and the eSIM downloads straight from the app onto your phone. You just activate it. You turn on the cellular network for Saily. You turn on the roaming, and you turn off, let's say, your AT&T or your T-Mobile or whatever company you have. And as soon as you land, say in Spain, Saily or an eSIM will connect to the best towers that are available in that country. So again, Saily for me was incredible, beautiful app, interface, easy to use, no issues at all whatsoever. And for me, it was just super reliable at all times, and that's a huge thing to have over there. Is not have any issues with your connection, right? Now the only thing is I didn't have a phone number, right? So I'm in the States, United States, so I didn't have my phone number from here. You have access to WhatsApp or Telegram to make calls, for example, because you're using data or the internet. If you want your number to work in Europe, that's through your phone carrier, and there's roaming charges. So if you're okay with if not having a number, just having data and accessing WhatsApp to call others, that worked out fine. My mom and my aunt had Saily as well, and we'd communicate via WhatsApp. So yeah, Saily, incredible eSIM app, easy to use, right to your phone. Amazing. I couldn't recommend it enough if you're looking for an eSIM app. Saily is top notch, amazing app. Number 2 I'll recommend is an app called Citymapper. Citymapper, absolutely incredible for getting around whichever city you're located in. You can test it right now wherever you are. I'm pretty sure it works everywhere. I know it does in the States and Europe, but I mean, in other continents. Essentially, it knows where you're located. You put the destination you want to get to, and it's going to show you all the different options on how to get there. In Europe, of course, that's mainly buses and the metro and the train, the subway. And the app is beautiful. I'll try to show it as well. The layout, it shows you step by step. I mean, literally, walk 50 meters, this way, make a left, go into the subway, find platform 3, get on the train number 33. You're gonna do 6 stops from stop A to stop, blue. You're gonna get off blue. You're gonna make a right, and it tells you seamlessly. You get it, seemingly. Exactly how to get to the destination you're going via these public transport options. Of course, there's always Uber, and in Europe they have Bolt or Freenow. I did find rideshare apps to be very expensive in Europe. Sometimes you take them out of convenience, obviously, but the more you can use public transport, I think the more you see of the cities and the cheaper it is. And honestly, it's almost the same amount of time in terms of getting from A to B. That's how great the public transportation is in Europe. Is what I found to be the case. So Citymapper, absolutely indispensable for getting around the cities. It shows you when the trains or buses are arriving to the T. It shows you the price you're expected to pay. It's usually €1.5, €2 max. And super reliable, amazing app, like I said, interface, easy to use, straightforward. I couldn't recommend it enough. Citymapper, to get around cities and see your options. The different options you have to get to where you want to go. Number three is an app called Revolut. It's basically an online or app bank. It's actually very popular in Europe. You see signs for it everywhere. Revolut. Let me see if I have my card. I'll try to block out the... So everything is digital. Everything is on your phone. The reason I got it is because, speaking from the States, if you go to Europe and you use your debit card, let's say from your bank, Chase or Bank of America, whatever, and you pay for €10, you'll pay the €10 plus a transaction fee. Your bank will charge you for doing the conversion. With Revolut, you won't be charged that fee. So from your bank that you transfer money over to the app, and you can use this card as a debit card in Europe, and you avoid paying those fees. You don't have to order the physical card. I decided to order it. It's $3, just as a backup. For Europe, it's always good to have backups and a backup for the backup. So I took a few dollars, obviously some euros in cash. I took my Chase debit card. I took this debit card. I took other credit cards. You always want to have options when you're traveling. I couldn't recommend Revolut enough. Again, amazing app, easy to use, interface, simple. You transfer money from your bank to Revolut. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah, Revolut. I always think of Revolt. You transfer money to there, and you just use it. For me, I also had it in my Apple Wallet. You can have it on there as well, and amazing. Never any issues. Again, you avoid all those fees, which add up, especially if it's a long trip. You add up, $3. It adds up. So you save your money. And what can I say? Just an incredible, reliable service. I'm actually still using it here in the States. It keeps track of your spending, and there's other features to it as well. It's free. There is a monthly subscription for it, which basically allows you to transfer more money if you're using it quite heavily. And there's other features, but the free version has everything you need. I think there's a $5,000 a month limit on the free version to transfer over. So for me, that was plenty. If you need more, there's that paid option. But yeah, Revolut, incredible. The fourth one I recommend. Well, I'll just mention Google Maps just real quick. Obviously, for if I use it a lot while walking. Okay, we're gonna walk to this restaurant. I'll put Google Maps, just for searching around your area, looking at things that are around you is fantastic. Obviously, Google Maps incredibly reliable. Just in case, I would download the offline maps of the cities in which you're going to. What can I say? It's Google Maps. It's highly useful and reliable, of course. And let me see. The fifth app I'm blanking on. I will think about it. Travel, the banking, Google Maps. Obviously, have your Ubers downloaded and ready. In France, you can have Bolt. It's called Bolt. And in Spain, You can have Freenow as well, but really Uber is the most universally used app. You know, have it ready just in case. You know, there was nights that we were out and just exhausted and wanted to get back. I guess what you're paying for with Uber is not necessarily the time it takes you to get to the hotel or the Airbnb, because public transport is more or less the same. You're paying for the convenience of your own personal car. So, you know, obviously, sometimes you're gonna want that. So just have that ready. And I know I'm missing an app that I used that was extremely helpful. I obviously have, you know, the apps for your airlines downloaded. Omio, the Omio app, OMIO. It's an app that will consolidate when you're searching for, let's say, a train from Madrid to Barcelona. Instead of going on all the different trains providers, Omio will show you all of them together and all the options. So, you know, Renfe, you know, there's a Renfe at 8 a.m. It costs this much. It has these amenities. There's another brand train, Ferracosta. It has this and it costs this much. So it'll basically show you all the options you have from getting to Madrid to Barcelona, for example. All the times, the prices, the dates, etc. Amazing app. Again, seamless, easy to use. You can have it on your Apple Wallet as well. The tickets, that is, you just scan them. They're on there. Amazing. And I think that's it. I think those are the apps that really help me get around, be connected, be able to pay, for things, and that's really, the most important things, to be connected and to have apps that help you in the day to day, that help you, that you literally use every single day. So that's it. Video is long enough. I hope it helped. I'll make a list and I'll try to show examples of the apps. I hope you enjoy your trip to Europe, or if these apps work. I'm sure they work, other places in Asia and whatnot. So I hope it helped. Bon voyage, and yeah, peace. Thanks for watching. Just real quick, honorable mention. I knew I was forgetting some apps. There's an app called XE, and it's a live, up to date. For those of you that know, that's World of Warcraft sound. XE is a live, extremely accurate exchange rates for you to see, what the exchange rate is at that moment. Say you're going to, change, get some euros using dollars. It's a great way to see if you're being, there's some places, let's say you go to exchange dollars in front of the Colosseum in Rome, you're going to get a very, very bad exchange rate. That's probably well known, but just so you have an idea of what you should be getting and what they're offering, that way you can find a better place. Usually airports are the best, or a bank, an actual bank, not these like third-party ATMs or banks. So XE, great app to have. And of course, last but not least, Google Translate. I can't tell you how many times it helped me, especially in France. In Italy, I was able to kind of defend myself. I speak Spanish, so Spain, I was fine. But Google Translate, amazing. You can take pictures of signs, and not even pictures, just you point your camera at it with Google Translate, and it'll translate it for you. There was times where I actually, talking to someone, said, 1 second, translated it, or showed them, or tried to say it, and it helped enormously. So yeah, just wanted to mention those real quick. And yep, that's it. All right, see ya.